And joining me now for more is Paul Zalai from the Freight and Trade Alliance. Paul, morning to you. Last time you were on Sunrise, you said there was a weeks-long backlog of containers sitting at the ports. Has the situation changed at all?
No, look, we've got the same situation. We've still got about 50,000 containers stranded in these terminals around the country. And the good news that the industrial action bans have been eased, but they're still severe. They're still causing the ongoing delay, the congestion, and probably a bigger problem that I think your listeners really need to understand is that the foreign-owned shipping lines that service this country are looking at the terminals here, and they're making assessments now whether it's even viable to keep coming here. We heard that Peter Dutton said, we've got ships queuing outside our ports. He was wrong. They're not here at all. So we've got many, many voyages now that have been cancelled, and those that are coming to our ports quite often are bypassing a congested port such as Sydney and maybe discharging in other ports such as Melbourne, and then our importers have to work out how they move the cargo back.
So Paul, just put that into context for us. If, as you flagged there, that decision is made not to come here, how does that affect Australians? How does that affect consumers?
Okay, so it all depends on the individual importer, how much stock they have on shore. We were in a pretty good position up until Christmas, which was great because I think there was a little bit of concern, as still a hangover from COVID, that we do need to have stock on shore rather than just relying on just-in-time inventories. But I think that's going to start having an impact. The number of ships that we're seeing being cancelled out of Asia, particularly out of Chinese ports, is quite alarming. You throw into the mix the other delays that we have around the world with what's happening in the Red Sea and the Panama drying up as well. That's affecting the amount of global shipping. We're in a serious position, but while the government and while DP World here and the unions can't influence all of these global events, they can definitely at least open up our gateways here to keep cargo moving.
Well, we certainly don't want to see any empty retail shelves. A big job for the government to step in here and find a solution. Paul, thank you for your time this morning. Here's Nat.
Thanks, Nat. Parts of Melbourne